Hi, this is my grandpa Ron, and he had a traumatic brain injury a couple years ago. Hey, Ron, would you mind explaining when and how it happened?
Yeah, Dave. I first of all, I had and have a type of dizziness, and so it precipitated my fall, and it's benign positional vertigo. So the vertigo is not a spinning type of vertigo. It's a positional type. So my brain doesn't decipher what position my body's in. So we had made a trip to the Keys with my boat, and I was out. The boat was on concrete, and I was washing the boat off, and I came down off the step ladder, and I thought I was on the bottom rung. That's the last I remember until I fell on the concrete, and they got me inside to the bed. And when I kind of came to a little bit, there's the first responders are there at the foot of the bed, and they start asking me questions. My oldest son was there, and my wife, and they asked me, he said, ask him who the president is. And they asked me, and I just kind of blew it off. I laughed and said, well, you know. And my oldest son said, let's take him to the hospital right now. At that point, I was kind of bleeding out of my ear, bleeding out of my mouth and nose a little bit. So they helicoptered me from the park down the way here, right to St. Mary's. And I didn't wake up again for 10 days. And I was in a coma. I had occipital brain injury. It split the skull 4 inches and was bleeding there. And it was a bad situation. But 10 days later, I wake up in the hospital, and all these people from Alaska and so on, my family is around. I'm thinking, what are they doing here? And I heard the doctor say to my oldest son, well, we have good news. We're not going to have to operate because the swelling is going down on its own. So that was, I thought, none of it made sense to me at that point, but I thought, well, that's good news. And so I had quite a time of recovery there, and then went from the hospital after recovery into therapy, and got through that, got home here, and the first time I sat out in our driveway, and I was able to walk from the chair to the end of the driveway with a walker. When I got out to the road, I literally cried. And I thought, I can do this. And I turned around, I walked all the way back to the chair. And that was the beginning of my recovery. And I went to the neurologist, and I noticed that I asked him, what are some of the things that I'm going to feel and be is going to be a part of my life because of this TBI, traumatic brain injury. And he said, Ron, everything that's outside of your skull, whether it's your smell, your speech, your hearing, anything that's outside of your skull when you have the type of brain injury that you had is susceptible to damage. And he said, it looks like the only one that you have is your lack of smell, which of course your smell is 3/4 of your taste. So I can still taste sugar and salt and sour, but that's all. And I said, well, rather than losing my eyesight, my speech, my hearing, or anything else, Yes, I'll be thankful that the only real problem that I have is my sense of smell. So it was a long journey. That was 9 years ago already, Dave. 9 years ago. And it hardly seems possible. Well, you're probably asking, what are some of the effects? What are some of the things that affected your life besides your smell? And my balance. Of course, my balance was already bad with the vertigo, positional vertigo, but it's worse now. And one thing that I experience, Dave, is when I get tired, like at night, I will slur my words. My speech becomes slurred. And whenever that happens, I know I'm really getting tired. So usually I knock off early in the night and get some rest and go to bed. But I am very, very thankful. I'm thankful to the Lord and to God for the touch that He has helped me to come through. And I'm still able to do things. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now in my life as far as this brain injury is concerned.
Hi, thanks for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.